Welcome to another edition of Tackle Fanatics TV. In this episode, Waverunners John Roberts and Total Carp's Marc Coulson run you through the Waverunner Mk3 bait boat.
Hello there, I'm Marc Coulson, editor of Total Carp magazine. Here today with John Roberts from Waverunner Bait Boats. Now John, this is the original boat in the range, the original Waverunner, the big daddy if you like. Just talk us through a few bits.
Yeah, it's a twin hopper bait boat. It's got a nice chunky handle for lowering it in the water, so you don't have to stress yourself in trying to put it in any deep pegs. It uses electromagnetic hoppers instead of the conventional hooks styles, which means once you drop the hoppers, it's very easy to set again. It's got battery meters on the rear of the boat, so you can check the power that's left in the battery. So
they're multiple LEDs, so each one lights up when the power's...
it'll drop down as the battery condition worsens. One of the main features of it, it's got this little gadget on each side where it allows you to drop your hook baits independently. So these little pins here, via the handset, you can control them so they pop up and down, and you hook your hook on the back here, and your rig will fall away into the water.
So your rig itself can be hooked on there independently of the bait and the popper.
That's right, yeah.
But you can also still put your rig inside.
You still put it in the hoppers, as you would do with any other bait boat, but what you can do with this, it allows you to drop the hook bait outside of where you drop the load as such, so you don't have to drop it right on the spot there. You can take it out wherever, and drop it wherever you'd like.
So for me then, the obvious point there is you could actually take just two single hook baits out.
Yeah.
You could take bait in each hopper, put that out independently, single bait, and then the bait. So actually you could put two spots out there in terms of bait and hook bait.
That's right. There's a multitude of different things it can be used for. You can use it for trailing dead baits, very large dead baits. You can, there's so many uses for it. It is a real handy little tool. And, it's.
So weed guards on the props?
Yeah, that's it.
So no trouble there on weedy waters?
No, they're propeller driven, so there's no priming involved with it. They're just very, very easy, user friendly, really easy to use.
So you just switch it on and away you go?
Yeah, what you do is you turn the handset on first, you always turn that on first, and then the bait bolt, and that's it.
On the subject of the handset, looking at that, you might think, well, it all looks a little bit complicated, but I know you and I have had a look at this boat before, and one of the things that really stood out for me was single finger operation for all of the directions, and then hopper on this side. Very, very easy to manoeuvre. I did notice that turning circle's fantastic on it.
That's the main thing.
What's the kind of battery life on it then?
Just at standard running times, you're looking around about 2.5 hours. That'll all then depend upon the condition of the water, how much bait you're using, whether you've got the lights on and off, So but it's got a fantastic battery life, considering it only uses one 12-volt 10-amp battery. A lot of other boats tend to use two, which adds to the weight as well.
Sits in the centre, so it's nice and stable as well, isn't it?
That's correct.
Excellent, very impressive. So, we're out on the bank with the Waverunner itself, the biggest in the range, John. Really is a big daddy. They said, I can't imagine how much bait you can get in there.
Yeah, you get a lot of bait in here, up to 5 kilos of bait this thing holds.
Well, we're going to test that now because we've got a marker float out. You can imagine that we're here for a couple of nights and we fancy putting a bit of bait in, give the fish something to eat. I think you're going to do something slightly different when we actually get out to the marker float itself. But let's get him filled up and ready to send him out. Yeah,
we'll use the hoppers to put the rig in this time, instead of the hook release.
Obviously you've got the option of both, haven't you?
Yeah.
As with all the boats in the Waverunner range.
Yeah, we're just going to use the hoppers on this occasion. We've got a scoop, so we can get plenty of bait in both hoppers.
So you're using both of them?
Yeah.
You can use them independently, obviously?
Yeah, you can use them independently. It's just, obviously, you can get more in, obviously, with the two hoppers, and it will give you slightly better spread as well when you're dropping the bait. When you use them both.
Yeah, because I touched on it, but you've got a little trick to show us when we get out, don't you? And instead of having that kind of, a lot of waters get accused of too many bait boats on. The fish have seen it all before. Tight piles of bait in certain spots. We're going to have a little bit of a spread bait, give them something a little bit different this time, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to take it out, and instead of just stopping the boat and dropping the hoppers, so the bait just falls directly down, we're going to keep the boat running, and the disturbance what the propellers will create is going to hopefully wash all the pellets and spray them all around, so you're getting a larger surface of feed rather than just a small tight.
And the fish have got to go around picking all those baits up, and you know, as we all know, more chance of getting them hooked then. Right, brilliant. Let's get him out.
That's loaded up, we're going to put it in.
Okay, so let's get it out there, John. Get some bait around that marker. Of course, the beauty of using a bait boat now with the marker float is you're going to get your rig and all your freebies out there. Yeah. No disturbance from the spot, etc, etc. But also, and importantly, you haven't got to worry about casting your rod and picking up your marker line, have you?
That's right, yeah.
This is just going to do it all for you. It's a big old bit of kit that. It looks big on the water, doesn't it?
Really sturdy in the choppy waters. Get a lot of bolts, and they can tend to be quite low to the actual water level itself. So when you get a chop on, you find the water seems to sort of spill over the top of the boat. But
it wouldn't be ideal if you got a PVA bag in there, would it?
Exactly, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to drop both of the hoppers just as it's coming up. There we go.
See, so the boat's still moving. Everything comes out the back, out the hoppers, the bait, the hook bait and everything else. And like you say, the movement of the boat and the propellers, it's going to disperse all that bait, isn't it?
So hopefully we should have a big spread of bait there instead of a bin lid size area of bait on the bottom.
It's like we said, it's just a bit predictable sometimes. It can be, can't it? On waters that see a lot of bait boat use.
Yeah, it becomes the norm. I think the fish can shy away from it. So it's just another option that it offers you.
And you know, as we've written a million times before in the magazines, if you can just do something that little bit different to everyone else on your water, you might just buy the extra bite or two. Decent speed on it. Only say it's been out about 4 years now, the Waverunner. It's still, you know, still a cracking boat, still going strong. It's got all the features that you'd want, as we've discussed before. It's everything you want in a bait boat, and then some.
Yep.
A decent speed on it as well. Didn't take so long to do that.
It's nice and quiet as well. So that's it.
There you go. So the big daddy of the family, if you like. Big capacity, big boat. You know, big on features, big on power, big on strength. It's the Waverunner.
Thanks for tuning in to Tackle Fanatics TV to see what the Mark III Waverunner's all about. This fantastic boat offers an array of features and is one of Tackle Fanatics' best-selling bait boats, and we can see why. To view our full selection of bait boats, go to our website at www.tacklefanatics.co.uk. We also offer finance packages to make your bait boat purchase more affordable. To view our finance video for a full explanation, log on to our YouTube channel. Tight lines and wet nets from Tackle Fanatics TV.